So I think the flow, and then just to clarify, I am an independent consultant. I used to be with SPI Global because I think the introduction earlier was mentioning that I was still connected, but I'm now an independent consultant. So I think the flow of today's discussions is quite appropriate. We started off with business process management, and now related that to Six Sigma, and then we flowed into a topic focusing on Six Sigma. And as we move towards the third topic today, we're going to relate Six Sigma and look at the power of Six Sigma as it is partnered with a very critical management tool called the Balanced Scorecard. So just a little bit more background. I have been in the field of quality and customer service for the past 15 years. My experience has mainly been focused in the banking and the BPO industry. And I mostly focus my work in the areas of quality deployment, quality assurance processes, Six Sigma, and anchored on the foundation of the voice of the customer. So in today's discussion, we will marry Six Sigma with a balanced scorecard. So just a raise of hands, how many are part of organizations who already have the balanced scorecard implemented and in practice? I see 1, 2, okay, 3. And how many are planning to integrate this into their performance management systems? And how many are encountering the balanced scorecard for maybe the first or second time and want to know more about it? Okay, for the most of us. All right, so today we hope to answer some basic questions that you may have about balanced scorecard and Six Sigma. First off, what is the difference between Six Sigma and the balanced scorecard? And do I need to choose one over the other? Or can I combine both? And if so, how? And do they need to be tied together? And if so, in practice, why do they need to be tied together? And also, at what point do these two strategies intersect? And how do we apply both at the same time or in parallel or sequentially? So really, how do we practice the use of both? Now, let's take a bit of a step back. Okay, now we've thrown out concepts such as Six Sigma, the balanced scorecard, but what is at the top and what is at the core before we can even go into these two management approaches is really ensuring that we start off with the right corporate strategy. You can throw many Six Sigma projects left and right, go into process improvement, but if your Six Sigma efforts do not tie in with what the strategy is of the company, you will gain very minimal success and even buy-in from your leaders, as we talked about earlier in terms of leadership.